you would respect him for his uniform, correct? But you would need to make sure he knew what he was doing, right? So here I want to show you something. You have to be prepared for your audience when it comes. Is that all right? Here you go. You ready? Get ready.
Oh, see, can you see by dawn's early light what so heaven's twilight at the lamb's gleaming looks right, who brought us back for the rapids we wanted this dream and the rock is reckless from first in there gave through the night that the stars were still there all still yet with the rain and
Stop it!
Join me in prayer, please.
They really needed prayer after that, right? So, when I did that so that you would know you really have to be prepared for what you're going to approach when you get to that door. That's why I really appreciate what Dave did on today. Give Dave another hand for what he did on today. For us to be appreciative of what we get to when we get to the door. Now, you may feel as though you're limited in what you can do because you may say that you don't have all the information at hand. You may say that I'm here to learn the best that I can, I'm here to get the best that I can, but I don't know right now. Well, everything that you need is already inside of you. Can I tell you that? And I'm going to prove it to you. Everybody right now, I want you to stand to your feet. Get away from your friends, get away from somebody because you're going to do some stretching. I want you to, it's after lunch, so you'll appreciate this, okay? And believe you me, you're going to surprise yourself. You're going to surprise yourself because what I want you to do is I want you to be able to stretch your hands like this. Stretch it like this. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get your feet straight like this. And I want you to take your hand like this, okay? And I want you to go as far as you can go. Now, when I want you to go to your right, that way. Now listen, I want you to take notice of where you get to when you stop, okay? When you go as far as you go. So when I say 1, 2, 3, I want you to go as far as you can go. You take notice of where you are, right? Get your feet straight. Get your feet straight in line. Okay, you got as far as you can go, right? Okay, now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think of your child or some children that you know are very limber, that are very loose, that can really go a long way. Sometimes they can turn all the way around. And I want you to picture yourself just like you did. I want you to picture yourself stretching your arm around that far. Okay? Just picture yourself in your mind stretching your arm all around that far. Okay? Okay, so now keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to go back to your childhood and remember those cartoons where there are limits. There are no limits to what you can do. So what happens is a cartoon character can literally twist themselves all the way around in one spot. So I want you to picture yourself twisting yourself all the way around in one spot. Just picture yourself. Keep your eyes closed and picture yourself doing that. Now, at the time I count to 3, 1, I want you to look at me, and I want you to place your hand in the original spot in front of you the way that we did. 2, I want you to think about that cartoon character twisting all the way around. 3, open your eyes. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go as far as you can go around. How many went further than they did the first time? So your limiting beliefs, you may be seated, your limiting beliefs are sometimes the things that cause you to miss the mark on where you need to go. Okay? If you find yourself, if you change your perspective, you change your life. If the only tool that you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. So what you have to understand is that when you walk into a situation, it's not just your ability to do, but it is also that. How many know what systems mean? Can somebody? Yes. Replicate without thinking. Anyone else? How many in here has gone to McDonald's? Burger King, Carl's Jr. They're not the best food, right? But we go there because we know that whether I go to McDonald's here in Vegas or in Los Angeles, I'm still going to get the same type of burger because they have a system. You might want to write this down. Systems is basically saving yourself time, energy, and money. System is saving yourself time, energy, and money. SYSTEM. And how you perceive yourself as a realtor, how you perceive yourself as a home loan advocate, is how others will see you when you come to the door. I heard someone say, if you come there with your eyes focused on money, the people will see it and they will turn their backs on you. So it really means that if you change your perspective, you really will change your life. If you change your perspective, you will change the route in which your business is going. I choose to make sure that my business elevates itself because of the system that I use. Not many people are using it in my area. And so with that said, how would you change your perspective in your real estate career? Now we can do this participatory. How would you change your perspective in your real estate career? Started working with investors you never worked with before? Who else? I'm going to point to some people. Anyone else? You seem interesting. Go ahead. Yes, you're right there.
How would I change my
perspective in your business right now?
believe in myself, get rid of my limiting beliefs?
Getting rid of your limiting beliefs. Okay. Yes.
Simple. Take action.
Take action. Don't just buy it, do it.
Yes.
Okay? Because a lot of people will buy the system and don't do this. Can I tell you I know the system works. Can I get into your heads now? I know the system works. But sometimes me knowing the system works is dangerous to me because I know the system works. Because I know anytime that I go out and put a label, I'm going to get some phone calls that's going to prompt me to get in front of the door. So if I don't want to get into the door bad enough, then I'm not going to do the labels, even though I know the system. Purposely, I really went out to do the labels right before I came here. Guess what? I got one listing, and that was the day before yesterday when I came here. How did that happen? I put a label on a door. They called me. They called the call center. And thank goodness for the call center, because I don't have to talk to anybody. Okay? I get the message at the bottom of the call center that says they want you to come by at 9 o'clock. They just missed you when you left the label. So I came by the house, and this happens to me very normally. They say, well, we're waiting on the package. You know what I said? I am the package. They said, oh, well, let's have a seat. So I spent about 15 minutes talking with them. They said, well, my daughter is the one that takes care of it. She's at work. Can you come back? I said, well, I'm leaving town and I won't be back until Saturday. They got on the phone. They said, well, can you come back at 4:30? Came back at 4:30 on that day, and I got the listing at about 4:45 that day, and so I'll be servicing it when I get home. Isn't that word enough to do the system? When you change your perspective, you change your life. I like videos, as you guys can see. Now I want you to watch this very clearly. What do you see? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Isn't that a beautiful Picasso? Isn't that a beautiful picture? Has anybody ever seen this picture before? It's a picture of a soldier in Civil War times, right? As you look at it, because the perspective that you're looking at it is straight on board, but we never can be conscious of what's going on around us, because what you see is different from what he sees, and what he sees is different from what she sees. So this is a plain example on if you change your perspective, your whole life can change. So that picture was just a bunch of junk put together. And then when the perspective switched, so did the picture.
That's very cool.
So understand that when you change perspective of your business, so does not only your life change, but the picture changes also. So I use this as an example to help you understand that you can be more than what you are right now. How do you do it when you get to the door? How do you do it when you get those labels? It's as simple as Lee says, it's as simple as a label that you put on the door. Don't make it so difficult, because when you make it difficult, then you challenge yourself on not doing it. Now I'm here as one of you. I don't make half as much money as the ones in the back over there, okay? I'm one of the lowly levels that are here to tell you that if you stick to the system will work for you. And I want you to engage with me, for me to tell you that once the scary part is not printing the labels, the scary part is not purchasing the system, the scary part is not getting your route, the scary part is doing what we as realtors have been trained to do, and that is what? Get face to face. If there's not a problem, there's no money to be made. That's why we always deal with people who are raising their hand, people who are, the properties have been expired, or notice of defaults, or notice of trust deed sales. If there's not a problem, there's no money to be made. So that's why we approach this with this system, because we know that there is a guarantee that somebody is going to call you. The good thing about why we always say use the call center, which I believe the call center is only about $50, because the call center is the one that gets cussed out, not you. Y'all didn't catch that one. You see, the one thing that I enjoy about the call center is that when I get the message that says, stop putting labels on my door, leave me alone, stop coming to my door, guess what? I didn't have to deal with that, the call center did. Because they will literally bless you out if they really don't want those labels. Because guess what I do? I keep putting labels on the door, because guess what? I don't have to deal with them calling me. Okay, you understand? So the first time I really was hurt. I really was hurt when I got a call that said, or a message that said, please stop calling me and leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered by you people. I was really hurt, but then I realized, guess what? I don't have to deal with that. I can either take them off the list or keep letting the call center get it. Now, here are some different responses that you'll get. Some will say that I'm already starting the process. please come by tomorrow at 9 o'clock. While I was back there, from